The story opens with Captain Ray Torres commanding the UES Defiance, humanity's newest and strangest supercarrier. Unlike traditional warships, the Defiance was built from a repurposed asteroid mining station, massive, crude-looking, but surprisingly effective. The Galactic Council had mocked humanity's junkyard engineering when they first saw it. The Defiance carries an unusual crew mix: experienced human officers, AI assistants, and a small group of alien refugees who joined humanity after their worlds fell to the hostile Gray Fleet. Torres walks through the ship's converted cargo bays that now serve as fighter hangars. Observing the controlled chaos of preparation, news arrives that the advanced alien Coalition's pride, the sleek battlecruiser Star of Worlds, has gone missing near the Void Sector, a region of space known for strange energy readings. The Coalition's other ships are too valuable to risk in a search mission. Reluctantly, they ask humanity to investigate with their expendable vessel. Torres accepts the mission, knowing this is humanity's chance to prove themselves. As the Defiance jumps toward the Void Sector, strange readings begin appearing on their sensors, readings that their cobbled-together human technology can detect. But the Coalition's advanced ships somehow missed. The part ends with the discovery of something massive lurking in the cosmic dust, not the Star of Worlds, but something far older and more dangerous. Third-person focus. Commander Lisa Park, Chief Science Officer. Commander Park leads the investigation of the mysterious object. Her team discovers it's an ancient automated fortress, dormant for millennia. The structure is bizarre, part organic, part machine, using technology that predates known galactic civilizations. When the Defiance approaches, the fortress suddenly awakens. It releases swarms of hunter-killers that destroyed the Star of Worlds and absorbed its crew for processing. These machines are designed to eliminate advanced technological signatures while ignoring primitive ones, which explains why humanity's rough-and-ready tech went unnoticed. Park realizes the fortress is some kind of cosmic reset mechanism designed to prevent any civilization from becoming too advanced. It's been systematically hunting down the galaxy's most sophisticated species and ships for thousands of years. The fortress begins targeting the Defiance, but Torres makes a crucial decision. Instead of fleeing or fighting conventionally, he orders the ship to play dead, shutting down all advanced systems and running on backup power only. The fortress, confused by their sudden technological regression, hesitates in its attack. Using this window, Park's team discovers the fortress has a weakness. It cannot process evolutionary technology systems that grow and adapt rather than being manufactured to perfection. Humanity's chaotic, constantly modified equipment falls into this category. The part ends with the fortress launching a massive assault, forcing Torres to make an impossible choice: sacrifice the ship to save the galaxy or find another way. Third-person focus. Lieutenant Jack Miller, Fighter Squadron Leader, Lieutenant Miller, leads the Defiance's fighter wings in what should be a suicide mission. The human fighters are a mix of modified mining pods, salvaged alien craft, and jury-rigged interceptors, nothing like the sleek, standardized fighters other species use. As the battle begins, something unexpected happens. The fortress's systems, designed to counter predictable military tactics, cannot adapt to humanity's chaotic fighting style. Human pilots improvise constantly, using their ships in ways they were never designed for. They ram enemy drones, use mining lasers as weapons, and turn cargo haulers into bombers. Miller coordinates with the ship's AI, an entity called Alice, Adaptive Learning Intelligence Core Enhancement, that has grown beyond its original programming through constant interaction with humans. Alice begins predicting the fortress's responses and feeding real-time tactical data to the fighters. Meanwhile, the Defiance itself becomes a weapon. Torres orders all non-essential crew to the mining bays, where they begin stripping the ship for parts. In a move that horrifies the rescued alien officers, he decides to ram the fortress with the carrier itself, but not before launching everything that can fly: the human fighters, cargo pods, escape pods, and even modified maintenance. Drones swarm the fortress. Each craft fights differently, making the defense systems overload trying to counter unpredictable human tactics. Miller's squadron breaches the fortress's outer shell, but the real surprise comes when they discover the facility is still processing captured aliens from dozens of species, including the crew of the Star of Worlds. Third person, focus. Dr. Ben Walsh, xenorchaeologist, and alien prisoner Keth Dr. Walsh, the Defiance's resident expert on ancient civilizations, works with Keth, a rescued alien scientist, to understand the fortress's true purpose. Deep inside the structure, they find a vast database containing the histories of extinct civilizations, all destroyed by similar fortresses across the galaxy. The fortress isn't just a weapon. It's a galactic pruning system created by an ancient race that believed evolution should follow specific patterns. Any species that developed too quickly or in wrong directions was eliminated to maintain cosmic balance. Humanity, with its messy, unplanned technological development, doesn't fit any of the fortress's programmed threat categories. Humans build things that barely work and make them work better through constant tinkering. This evolutionary approach to technology confuses the ancient systems. Walsh and Keth discover that the fortress can be reprogrammed, but it requires a species that the system doesn't recognize as a threat. The alien survivors are too advanced in the fortress's perception, but humans register as a developing species still in their acceptable phase. Working together, they begin the dangerous process of accessing the fortress's core systems. But time is running out. The facility is preparing to launch similar hunter-killers to every populated system in the galaxy, triggered by detecting too many advanced civilizations in one region. The part culminates with Walsh making contact with the fortress's central intelligence, beginning a conversation that will determine the fate of galactic civilization. Third person, focus. Captain Torres and the Galactic Council. The climax reveals the fortress's offer. Humanity can take control of the galactic pruning system, becoming the new guardians who decide which civilizations are allowed to advance. The ancient AI recognizes humans as a species still evolving properly and offers them ultimate power over galactic development. Torres faces an impossible decision. The alien crews watch as humanity is offered the chance to become the galaxy's rulers, with the power to eliminate any species they choose. Many expect humans to accept. It would solve all of humanity's problems and give them dominion over former enemies. Instead, Torres makes a choice that shocks everyone. He orders the fortress destroyed. Humanity refuses the power to control other species evolution. In a final desperate gambit, the Defiance, now more wreckage than ship, crashes into the fortress's core while the crew evacuates in whatever craft remain functional. The explosion doesn't just destroy the fortress. It sends out a signal that deactivates similar installations across the galaxy. For the first time in millions of years, species are free to develop without artificial limitations. In the aftermath, as rescue ships arrive, the Galactic Council's perspective on humanity changes completely. The species they dismissed as primitive scavengers chose to destroy a weapon that could have made them galactic overlords, instead freeing everyone to evolve naturally. The story ends with Torres floating in an escape pod among the wreckage, receiving a transmission from the Galactic Council. For the first time, they're asking humanity not for help with a dangerous mission, but for guidance on how to move forward in a galaxy finally free to grow without ancient restrictions. The final image is of new, human ships being built, still looking like repurposed junk to alien eyes, but now recognized as something far more valuable: the unpredictable, chaotic, and ultimately hopeful vehicles of a species that chose freedom over power.